first day in Siem Reap. Instead of taking Tuk Tuk, we're gonna try to head to Angkor Wat on a bike. It is decked out on the bike. Yeah, decked out. So before you head to Angkor Wat for the first time, you need to come here and get a ticket. Now, the ticket center is 4 kilometers outside of Siem Reap, but it's a little bit out of the way, so it's not exactly on the way to Angkor Wat. Here you can buy a 1 day, a 3 day, or 7 day ticket, and I think for most people, the 3 day ticket is the sweet spot. 1 day is a little too short, 7 days is a little too long. If you want to get the most out of your ticket, is to buy it after 5 p.m. If you buy it after 5 p.m., you can actually go to Angkor Wat right afterwards, after 5 p.m., and not have it count towards one of your 3 days or 7 days. I managed to get in just before they stopped letting in new visitors for the day. So this is Angkor Wat. It's a huge temple complex. Obviously coming in at 5 o'clock, I'm not gonna have time to see the whole thing. I will come back for that, but today it's just to check out, get a feel of what Angkor Wat is like. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it all the way to the end before the security guards started clearing everybody out. For a few seconds there, we got a shot with the Angkor Wat temple behind us with nobody there. So that's another advantage of coming in after 5 p.m. It's free anyway. We need to find our Tuk Tuk driver. His name is Soki. Soki. Yell his name out.
Soki.
Soki? Ah, there he is. Alright. Very good. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Soki?
Yeah,
is that it? Okay. Alright.
Aiden. Nice to meet you.
Reach the gates of Angkor Dome. So we're not actually going into this temple today, but the gate is very impressive. It's got 3 gigantic faces. Maybe 5 years ago you could climb anywhere you want within Angkor Wat, but nowadays for safety and preservation issues, unfortunately they're a lot stricter about these things. So we've arrived at our first temple in Angkor Wat. Now Angkor Wat, the whole complex here, was the center of the Khmer Empire, which ruled Southeast Asia hundreds of years ago. Now their civilization eventually went extinct, and the whole temple complex was reclaimed by the jungle until it was rediscovered by Westerners, explorers, and now it's obviously the crown jewel of tourism in Cambodia. So the first temple we're going to visit is called PREAH, which name translates to a sacred sword. So this was a Buddhist temple. Now the Khmer Empire used to be Hindu, so about from the 8th century to the 12th century, and afterwards it became Buddhist. So this temple was built in the 12th century, so it's a Buddhist temple.
Feel the spiritual energy of this place. Let's see what the original.
Are you Indiana Jones?
Fucking Sherlock, bro. Covering the mysteries.
If you need any indication of how old this place is, just look at these trees growing out and over the temple complex. And this is a gigantic tree. It must have taken the decades to grow. So the Nikpian temple here is pretty small, consists of a little pond and the temple right in the middle. So when during wet season, the river here all fills up really high. But the benefit of dry season is you can actually see those carvings at the very bottom that you wouldn't be able to see if the water was very high. So this place, I was told, used to be kind of like a hospital. They consider the water here kind of holy, so if you drink it, it can cure your diseases. I mean, not sure how true that is, and the water looks pretty disgusting, so definitely won't be drinking any of that. Alright, after a quick nap in the afternoon to get away from the strongest sun, it's on to our next temple. This one is called SOHM, and this is actually the furthest temple on the big circuit. So that's why you see there's really not a lot of people here, because it's so remote. SOHM might be a very small temple, but if you go all the way to the end, you see this very cool structure here where the tree has kind of just grown over and above and covered up this entire gate here. Just goes to show how old this temple is. For our second last temple of the day, this is one's called East MEBON. Ooh, it's huge. It's gigantic. So all these little spire looking things. The structure is kind of like a pyramid, so it's square, and from all four sides you can kind of look down. So with these little towers, and the one in the middle you have a Buddha statue, which is why all the nuns are going there to pray right now. By facing the sun is where you can get the best picture of East MEBON, which is where you can have all 5 towers lined up in front of the sun. Looks very impressive. Alright, let's finish this up by walking around on the outside. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, what the fuck? That scared the crap out of me. Hello. I didn't know you have random kitties here. Oh my god. Is it following me? I'm gonna... Oh dude, it's actually following me. Holy shit. Oh, kind of cute. I think it just wants attention. Cute. It's a good thing about having a Tuk Tuk driver.
Yeah.
Always have cold water and cold towel. Oh, so good. Thank you. Alright, before checking out our last temple and finding a good spot for the sunset, our Tuk Tuk driver brought us to this local barbecue joint. Let's see what they got. I'm pretty hungry, so...
1 or 2 or...
Oh, what did they have?
Big.
Wow.
Big.
How much is it?
3 for $1.
3 for $1. Yeah, can I get 3? Okay, so the local way to eat this is get the skewer and then kind of scoop a little bit of this papaya salad. For our last temple of the day, we're here at PREAH. So this was built by one of the Khmer kings, and architecturally it's very similar to the East MEBON that we were just at. So you can see there's 5 towers at the very top. So this is considered probably one of the best places to watch the sunset, which is why we're here at about 5 o'clock. Unfortunately, in the end, because of the clouds, wasn't able to see much of a sunset. So gonna have a walk around. Sunset is kill. There you go. That's the temple of PREAH. You can see it looks very majestic from the bottom here. It's a shame we couldn't get the sunset, but tomorrow we're gonna wake up nice and early for the sunrise.